Okay, so hello everybody. So today we are going to do insertions and origin of the extension, adduction, abduction, medial rotation and lateral rotations of the shoulder joint. We have already did the flexion muscles, shoulder flexions muscles, origin and insertions in my further video. If you haven't seen this video, I will link it down in description box, right? So today we are going to start with the uh, called extensions muscles, right? So shoulder extension is done by posterior fibers of deltoid, latissimal dorsi, tricep brachii long head, pectoralis major of sternal head, and the teres major. More precisely, deltoid ka posterior fiber is going to do an insertions and origin, right? So how can we define this? It's like here. Let's do this for your revisions. Okay, so we have already did about the deltoid in our further flexions video also, but it is our the anterior part. So posterior fiber is originated from the deltoid is a crest of the spine of scapula, lower part of crest of spine of scapula, right? It's a posterior fibers over here, and that is inserted over the V-shaped deltoid tuberosity of the humerus. Means humerus bone is over here, and here a deltoid tuberosity where this deltoid muscle this is the deltoid muscles where it get be the inserted, right? So totally it can be found like this. So it is about the deltoid muscles origin and insertions. Okay, so our next muscles is the latissimal dorsi. So latissimal dorsi muscles that are found are backside, right? So it is an originated from the posterior one third of the iliac crest. Okay, then second is a posterior layer of lumbar fascia. Those is attached to the muscles of lumbar and sacrospinous. Then spinous process from T7 here over something here T7 to T12 spine. Complete, it's an origin, right? An inferior angle of scapula. This scapula's inferior angle, it is an origin of the latissimal dorsi. And it is an inserted over the intertubercle circus of the humerus, right? So this is over here, then the humerus bone over here, and intertubercle circus where the latissimal dorsi can be found. You can remember latissimal dorsi insertions by the lady between the two majors, because it's contain the pectoralis major and teres major on their surrounding, and in between we contain the latissimal dorsi muscles. We have also did the pectoralis major muscles insertions and origin, but let's do this further. So pectoralis major muscles की अगर हम जब बात करते हैं, so pectoralis major muscles contain the origins. Okay, so we have to do that the sternal head which do the extensions of the muscles, right? So it is an attached toward the anterior surface of the sternum, right? And pectoralis major muscle is inserted over the lateral lid of intertubercle circus. That's what I am trying to telling you like this, that this is the intertubercle is that I'm telling of humerus, right? So over the lateral side we contain the pectoralis major, over the medial side we contain the teres major, and in between we contain the latissimal dorsi muscle. So this is how you can remember like the lady between the two majors, right? Okay, so our next muscle is a teres major muscles. So your teres major muscle is originated from the lower one third of dorsal surface of lateral border of inferior angle of scapula. Means over here where the teres major is originated, and it's further inserted over the intertubercle circus of the humerus. So if you remember my trick, you get better understanding, right? Thank you. Okay, and last muscle that are remaining is tricep brachii long head. So tricep brachii long head, it's originated from the infraclinoid tubercle. Infraclinoid tubercle होता है, infratubercle tubercle आपकी स्कैपुला के पोर्शंस की बात कर रहे हैं. सो इसमें से आपका ओरिजिन हो रहा है आप लोगों का ट्राइसेप ब्रेकाई का, राइट? इंटरट्यूबरकल सर्कस ऑफ स्कैपुला, राइट? उसमें से उसका ओरिजिन हो गया, और वो इंसेशंस हो रहा है यहाँ पे पोस्टीरियर पार्ट में ऑफ द सुपीरियर सरफेस ऑफ द ओलिक्रोरन प्रोसेस ऑफ अल्ना, राइट? सो टिल नाउ वी हैव डन द एक्सटेंशंस ऑफ ऑल द मसल्स ऑफ द शोल्डर, and we have already did the flexion in my further video. If you haven't checked this video, then I will link it down in my descriptions box. Now to abduction. Okay, so supraspinatus muscle is originated from the medial two-third of the supraspinatus fossa of the scapula. Means over the here the supraspinatus muscle is originated, and it is inserted over the upper impression of greater tubercle of humerus. It is an inserted. So it's like this: supraspinatus muscles originated and the inserted, and which is help for the abduction of the muscle. We have already did the deltoid muscles in flexion and in extensions also. So we now do the adduction muscles, which is pectoralis major. We have done that also. The latissimal dorsi we have did this also, and teres major we have did this also, and coracobrachialis also we have did in my flexions video, right? So when we are talking about the medial rotations, contain the pectoralis major muscles and subscapularis muscles, teres major, latissimal dorsi, and deltoid. So here we have to do with the subscapularis muscles. So when we talk about the subscapularis, okay, so your subscapularis muscles over here, which is then originated from the medial two-third of the subscapularis fossa, and it is an inserted over the lesser tubercle of the humerus, right? So supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres minor, that are all inserted over the greater tubercle, but this is inserted over the lesser. And lateral rotation is done by infraspinatus, teres minor, and deltoid. So here we do the infraspinatus. The infraspinatus muscle is originated from the infraspinatus fossa, and it is an inserted over the greater tubercle only, right? The middle fibers of the greater tubercle. And your teres minor muscles, which is also help in the lateral rotations of the shoulder joint, which is originated from the upper two-third of dorsal surface of lateral border of scapula. So we can tell like this that this is your lateral border of the scapula, जिसका आपका teres minor का origin होगा, and which is an inserted over the lower impressions of the greater tubercle of the humerus, right? So we have completed with all the flexion, extension, adduction, abduction, medial rotation, and lateral rotations of the shoulder joint. I hope you are liking my video. I hope you are liking my work. Thank you for watching till end, and very thankful, very grateful for you guys. Thank you so much.